Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your September 2025 eclipse season preview. This is meant to be a brief preview of what you may experience during this very powerful eclipse season. We have on September 7th a lunar eclipse in Pisces. On September 21st, we have a solar eclipse in Virgo. We're going to use a variety of tarot and oracle cards to show some insight. I'll share channeled messages if they come through as well. So I'll use sun and moon themed decks mostly. First card out. Your hard work is paying off, Gemini. New moon in Capricorn. Followed by a new start coming. Communication is key. New moon in your sign. Full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. And adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. Oh, this is looking good so far. Because when your hard work's paying off, new start, this is great. But there's something going on over here. Everybody so far has kind of had that where there's, which makes sense because with eclipses, we're encouraged to focus on the shadow side of things as well as, just like, our soul's path and realignment and everything. So for some of us, it's an ascension, but a lot of the times that can't happen until we face our shadow side, right? So I will be pulling cards relating to that as well. What we need to release. Hard work paying off. You have the Six of Wands. That is a repeat message then, because the Six of Wands is victory and success. This is getting noticed, getting the attention that you deserve for your work. You have the Four of Cups here. New start coming. Yeah, because it's as though you're waiting for something that's more fulfilling. It's some things just they're not quite fitting, and I feel like that September is really going to bring you. Wow, September is bringing you the world. Communicate, put out what it is you want. You're able to manifest it. There's also something here, just communicating. I know it may be difficult for some of us, but it really is important to communicate how we're feeling to some degree, or someone may be asking you to do that. But there's a new cycle coming in when you have the World card here. And it literally says up here too, a new start's coming. So yeah, your hard work is paying off. Let's see what else we have. I just heard intuitively, because I'm clairaudient among other clairs, and I did hear resignation. So some of you may be resigning, or you may hear of someone resigning or retiring. We have the Knight of Swords here. You're encouraged, and don't let pride get in your way, but also, remember, words can cut deep. There's that. And also, this is an impulsive kind of fast-moving energy. So make sure you're very clear before moving forward, but you may feel that adjustments are required and you're ready to take those on. It's going to be all, how you feel. You know your story best. Everyone's had this card so far in the readings I've done. This is the third one. Everybody's had that Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands can be conflict, competition. It's not an easy energy. So there could be power struggles, some sort of rivalry. This can also be just some sort of, it can be self-sabotage too. So make sure that you're not, doing things to kind of throw yourself under the bus. Focus on your strengths. There could also be something about learning to get along with a certain energy too. That could come up in September. I'm getting this energy too of expansion. I also just heard the name Alyssa. And then you have two cards coming out. We have the Wow, you have three coming out. Okay, you have the Magician. The hard work is paying off. You have the Five of Coins underneath the Four of Cups. I like to go from a 4 to a 5, even though it's not the most positive 5, but we're going to see. Tarot's neither positive nor negative. It's just, it's all energy. And then we have the Queen of Cups under the World. So again, as I was saying, like really tapping and tuning into the emotions and maybe letting someone know how you feel, or at least being really really clear about how you feel, and use your intuition. This is another card of intuition. Now with the Four of Cups, we'll talk about the Magician in a moment, but with the Five of Coins, you may need to leave someone behind. This could be emotional, having to leave something or someone behind potentially. And then we have the Magician here. Underneath that, your hard work is paying off. Because you're using your resources to the best of your ability, and you're realizing maybe that you have access to resources that maybe you hadn't thought of before. Even for some of you, there could be a third option or a fourth option. You may have a few different possibilities, things you haven't yet considered. So this is ultimate for manifestation. That's excellent. And yeah, there could be just some sort of emotional release here so that you can have the new start. Be very clear about what your intentions are. Boundary setting may be important for you too. Now for don't let pride get in your way, that Knight of Swords, it's like, I think we want to make sure that We are clear and we don't allow ourselves to get set off by whatever's going on. It could be an emotionally turbulent time for everyone. Okay. It could be. I just had the lights flicker when I said that. So, yeah. So the Three of Wands, I did hear expansion, and now I'm seeing Three of Wands. That is a card of expansion. If I could choose one word for the Three of Wands, I would say, I would say expansion for that. This is an opportunity on the horizon, okay? So this could be rapid growth, some sort of travel. It's fast-moving energy, or you may be tempted to move quickly with something. You also have, yeah, there it is. There's another card of speed. That's a card of momentum. So this is a really, wow. So after some sort of struggle, that you make the adjustments here, that energy then starts really moving forward very powerfully. This is really, this is good. So let's see what else we have. Do remember, eclipse energy stays with us for a while. It's not just the dates or even that month. It stays with us much longer. So the Two of Swords, I mean, you're at a crossroads with something here. There is some sort of, like a stalemate energy in a way. There's indecisions. It's a difficult choice. And it could be, like I said, it could be something emotional. And there's the Wheel of Fortune, though. But we have to take control of certain situations. Taurus had the World and the Wheel of Fortune too in their reading. So maybe you're on the cusp or you want to check that reading out. But you had some similar cards as they did. You had like 4 of the same. So at least. So yeah, that's this is another card of travel. So if you're hoping to travel, we have 1, 2, 3 cards of travel. And 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 cards. So if you want to be moving or going somewhere, this is a good card as far as any sort of relocation. But you have to decide what direction to point yourself in. That's this right here. That's what this is. Which direction do I want to go? Listen to your intuition. Follow it. All right, you got that message with the Queen of Cups too. And you have the Hanged Man in reverse. Keeps coming out in reverse for everybody. The Hanged Man, this is some sort of delay energy. And I think it's because you need to make the best decision, not just for your personal situation. You might be thinking of others. But look, you have this big opportunity. What are you going to do with it? That's just it. Some of you are going to choose to move on from somebody or something. That's exactly what I'm seeing with this for sure. But it's not necessarily an easy choice. There's your opportunity. Yeah, see, so the devil can make us feel stuck and make us feel like in something for the wrong reasons. Again, maybe it's like that pride getting in the way. But again, you need to really be communicating what it is that you need, want. There's the Three of Coins. So that's a card of planning. Maybe you need to collaborate with someone too. And finally, you have the Fool card as your final tarot card. And we have other cards to come. But this is having that hope, that optimism, that the faith in yourself, really, too. And the fact that you don't always know all of the steps, but what you do know is the next step. And I feel like the next step for you will become clear. You do have a new start. That's for sure. You have several cards of that, including the Ace of Coins and the Fool card and the Magician. You're able to bring this in, whatever it is that you're wanting, and you close something else out with that. Remember that 10 of that Wheel of Fortune, as well as the World card. So a lot of people, I do feel it is an energy for a lot of us where we are closing something out and entering into this whole new era. Really, that's what it feels like. And so let's get you a Moon Dreaming card. You have Moonstruck. So yeah, avoid the temptation of shiny objects. That's that devil energy. All right. So something or someone could really be tempting you, and you'll want to make sure that you're on your on your game, that you are clear. It's very important for you to be clear on what it is you want to do, because something could come in and tempt you. All right. So we have card 27, Helios Cycles. This is the Queen of Sun Oracle. So I will look that up. Maybe 27 is a number that's important to you. But this is about flowing with the cycles of nature. All right. So this is about illuminating the patterns and cycles of your life, the productive ones and the ones that are not so productive maybe. This is a great time to break a bad habit too. That's, letting go of that devil energy. I love how the cards are so cohesively speaking with one another. And for your Moon card, you have Action. This is a waxing gibbous moon, and this is card 15. All right, so there it is. And I will read from the book. I'm actually just summarizing. And I know a lot of people don't want to come in and then be read to. So this is about taking the time, and this is the time to take action. And you have that, take action here, taking action right here. This is being responsive and ready to take action, letting go of any sort of analysis paralysis, and just letting go of your burdens and step by step. So that's just it. The advice for you is take a step-by-step approach. You may not always know the whole plan, but at least you're going to find out the next step. You need to surrender to frustration, according to this reading. So this is about frustration not opening any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you can approach the situation more calmly. Yes, because as I said, something could kind of like tempt you or even kind of set you off a little bit. So don't not communicate to the point of frustration. That's why I say it's important to communicate how you're feeling. And you have Komodo Dragon card 4 for your animal card. This is focused intention, Earth Star Chakra energy. Keep your eyes on target. Don't let anything distract you. You keep getting that message. So you create what you focus on. Magician. Let's get you an angel number, and then we'll close out your reading. If you enjoyed this reading, please do like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'd appreciate it. And if you enjoy this, I also post all signs readings every Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh my goodness, 333, a sign of protection. Your angels guide you on the right path. Thank you so much for being here.